because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. Talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
The give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like box. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, 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 and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder than the snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 45. He's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did every...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
second and short. On the run, it's Durham. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When Brian Kelly arrived here in 2022, LSU had suffered a very quick fall from the grace of that national championship season, but he is a proven wide open spaces. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing this out.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a manageable fourth down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
Trying to do it on the ground. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he has just enough. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires toward the end zone.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Forced out of the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the returner goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explode.
It's a running room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against...
It's a seam wide open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. With the run on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. There he goes! Turning it on! He's inside the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Just ran over it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. The give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll take it on the return. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Tiger. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They're able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got it down the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Randall. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Creates a little room. He has the first and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Rice. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere.
Looking for a huge play. Brings it down on the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson is much...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it. They've got him backed up. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Here's a heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Power football with the run. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. He's loose. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
LSU 35, Clemson 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A designed run for the quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game.
Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up by 17 over the Rebels. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Klubnik. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll try to take it back. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack And I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Clemson. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. He'll pull it on the read. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Klubnik. Under fire. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Just a little off. Incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. It'll be third and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to set up the screen. Wide open spaces. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Just keep slinging it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They go to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now facing a third and long. He'll try the left side. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to get into the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Looking for the score. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the run, it's Durham. That will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it